Hey guys, Chad here, and today we're gonna do a little bit of 100-yard shooting. Got my shooting stand built. My shooting in my 100-yard lane here in the woods is uphill, so I kind of had to raise the elevation to equal it out so I'm shooting straight. We'll climb up to the top here. All right. So we got my shooting stand, my pad here with my rifle. We'll zoom out. I've got a 50-yard target there, and then just past it over top we've got the 100 yards. So if we can get in there. It's a little dim being in the woods. We'll zoom back out. The GoPro died. I was going to use my GoPro, so just shooting a quick little video here on my cell phone. Right here on a nice rainy day in Ohio. Just stopped raining, sun's coming out, so I figured I got some new 6.5 Creedmoor that I loaded up. We've got Lapua brass, Burger 140 hybrids loaded up with 41.3 grains of H4350 and 41.8. So we get some velocity testing here with the Garmin Hero. We've got a Seekins Precision, Havak Hit Pro 6.5 Creedmoor with a benchmark 26-inch barrel. And I've got my RC2 suppressor on there. And we're sporting a Arkin EP5 7-35 by 56 scope. This puppy shoots great. We'll be back to you here shortly. All right, guys, it's Chad back here. I guess my cell phone, the pause time's out, so I'm starting over. Picking up, I should say. Just shot 10 rounds, 100 yards. Still semi-uphill just a little bit. On the Garmin, looking at the velocity, so the first 5 rounds of 41.3 grains, I averaged 27.31 feet per second with a low of 27.09 and a high of 27.59. And the second round of 5, right there, 27.38 average. So the numbers are real close on that. I'll check out the deviations on those here. But we're gonna walk up to the target and just kind of see. I can't get comfortable really that great on this stand, but it's all right. I'm used to shooting from a bench. We'll go check her out and see what the first 10 rounds look like. All right, let's head that way. It's real wet out here, just rained pretty much all night. Fortunately, I've got land and it's all woods and uphill. But you get your exercise. All right. Well, there's the first 5, including a cold bore shot, so not bad. And then the second 5 over here. So, and then we'll come back and we'll shoot a couple more groups at the bottom with the next higher grain. ammo, see how they shoot. All right, we will be back. All right, guys, Chad back here. We just did another round of two groups of 5. We were shooting 41.8 grains, so we got an average of 2782 feet per second on the first round of 5 and 2777 on the second group, with a low of 2773 and a high of 2782 on the second group and 2795 on the first group. So pretty good. These are all on the hand loads. So we'll walk down there again, and I think I pulled a couple. My neck's getting stiff at this angle, and I didn't check my cant. I was canted a little bit, but we'll go see what she looks like. Shooting a little bit hotter here. Probably going to be a little high. Make another journey up the hill. All right. Yeah, I'm still in that same area. I don't know why that one's only showing 4. Yeah. It looks like right there we took 2 in the same hole. And then over here I pulled that one up a little bit. Yeah, the second. 41.8 grains is not shooting as good as the lower 41.3. I think that's probably the sweet spot. I probably should have done a 41.5 right in the middle, but I'm gonna say that's 41.3 is a heck of a lot better, especially that first group. Even with a cold bore shot, that's a pretty tight group. All right, well, let's go one more round of 41.3. We'll just shoot towards the center target here and see if these groups tighten back up, just to make sure it's not me just being tired after a few rounds of shooting already laying down here. So we'll head back and we'll try it again. All right, guys, Chad back here, and this time we just did a 10 rounds of the 41.3 grain to follow it up, and we had an average feet per second of 2748 with a low of 2733 and a high of 2762. So with that 2748 average, it's not far off from the first ones that we had, 2738 and 2731. So that was a 10 round average right there. So let's head back up there and see where that last group fared in the center of the target. All right. real dark up here. I mean, this is going to be low light situation. And everyone says the Arkin scope is not as good at low light as some of the premium $2,000 to $3,000 scopes. That might be an argument. I haven't shot one of those higher dollar scopes to compare, but in normal light it's crystal clear. It'll shoot out about as far as you can shoot, but this is dark up here. It's hard to tell with the camera, but it kind of enhances it a little bit, but it's dark. All right. All right. So here we are. 10-shot group. So I'm gonna say that 41.3 grain, shooting just below 2750, is pretty good. Pretty good load right there with the Berger 140s, Lapua brass. I loaded these rounds up about 3 or 4 months ago as well, so they've been sitting in my basement. I know you're not supposed to let them sit that long before you go fire them, but even at that, that's still shows a pretty good difference between the two, between the 41.8 and then the 41.3 groups. All right, guys, well, that's enough exercise for me for the day, walking back and forth that 100-yard lanes uphill. So we'll see you next time. Signing out.